Well, safety becomes a very important topic as I talk to parents, and rightly so, because the number one cause of death in childhood is accidents. So it becomes very important for new parents particularly to think about safety in their home for their children. They have this beautiful little baby that stays in one place and well-controlled environment, and then all of a sudden overnight they begin to move and mobility comes in and they wind up exploring their environment, and their environment has lots of traps in it for them to get hurt when they haven't the experience to know where they should go or what they should do or what they should eat. People ask me at times how to get them to eat vegetables, and I flippantly say, put it on the floor or in the garbage. They seem to have no problems eating things out of there, and that's the truth. They do, and so I'm trying to make an important point that we have to be careful what they can reach into and get. Our biggest accidents in toddlers have to do with poisonings, falls, and burns. And so as you look at your house, these are the things I think that are important for you to look at. And everyone knows and snickers about the fact that when things are quiet, doesn't mean that all is well. We need to know where our children are, what they're doing, what's on the floor, what's in their environment, what they could aspirate in their airway, things that are about olive size or smaller can wind up down an airway, and so we need to pay attention to that. Now, when children come in for their one-year visit, I tell parents about a story that happened to me because I think it illustrates a couple of very important things about accident prevention. A mother who had two young preschool sons, and I love her to this day and think about her often, but this story tells me a couple of things about accident prevention, and I always tell everybody this is my worst accident ever, but there are learning points, and this could have happened to me or to anybody, I think, as a parent. But she was a security guard and came home from her night shift and took her gun belt off and put her gun up in the gun safe that she had high away from her children and locked it with a key, and then took her key and put it also in a high place away from what she thought her children could get to, and went to take her morning sleep after working all night. And that little 4-year-old boy saw what happened and probably seen it several times, and they decided they wanted to play cowboys or something, and he thought it'd be good to have the gun. So he found a way to pile things up and get that key, and went down and then found a way to get up and unlock the gun safe and got the gun. And he killed his 3-year-old brother playing games. And I tell that not for the shock value so much as for a couple of things I try to stress. One is, whatever an adult can do, a determined child can probably figure out a way to do it. If we approach it, our thinking that way, I think we'll be stronger and avoid accidents more. And the other thing that I was impressed with in all the years since this happened, I've said, whenever you've looked around and thought you've done everything you possibly could do to make your child safe, think one more time. If she had just taken the bullets out, one more thing, that would have done it. And so I think there's always one more thought that we can do. We have to respect our kids. They're smart and they can figure things out. And so we have to think one more time. We have to read those safety labels on the toys that we buy them, and we have to be careful about things that have high accident rates like trampolines and activities like that have potential risk factors. And we have to put our children in car seats and in the proper way, and whether they like it or not, and travel with them that way. So that's my biggest memory about accident prevention, and those are the things that I learned from that.